I tried to do a live stream, didn't work out. My computer can't handle that right now, I guess. I gotta maybe change some settings. So I'm gonna try to record a video instead. And yeah, I'm just gonna chill, vibe with the music, and work on this. I'll probably edit this later and maybe like speed up certain parts so this isn't like a really long video. But I want to try to finish this. It's just a redraw of that DW meme from Arthur. Of the one that's like, that time can't stop me, I can't read. Because I feel like Inosuke would do the same thing. But anyway, yeah. Just gonna work on this. And hopefully, finish this as well. I don't like how that's like way darker. That's gonna maybe bother me. Let me try to like lighten that. So that's a little trick I do when I want to like kind of lighten something. I just get the eraser tool. I lighten the opacity of the eraser and just kind of like lightly go over it. You know? It also depends on the eraser that it's selected. So like I use one that's also pressure sensitive so that I can kind of control how much I erase. So that looks a little bit better. Kind of matches. Oh, gotta remember to bring it back up. So I guess now I can start coloring. I wanted to make this look really like sketchy and like something you would find, I guess, like a little bit more on the rough side. So I'm gonna use, I really like this Copic marker brush that I have, but it doesn't like, I have to color it in a lot. But it does a really nice texture. I do like the texture a lot, so I might just deal with it. Yeah, I think I'll just deal with it. I might have to make it like really big though. So maybe I'll just start with coloring in Inosuke. So I guess you can't really like see the texture right now, but you'll see it with darker color. Oh, no! Can I? Frick, okay. I accidentally did something there. Okay. That sucks. You'll see it with the darker colors, so the texture is really nice. Sadly, I don't remember where I got it from. Um, but I'm sure if you look up the name, it's Copic Marker Chanel. I'll edit so you could see it more zoomed in. I'm sure if you Google that, maybe you can find it wherever I got it from. I'm just erasing some of the color I went through the lines in, so that way it doesn't mix, because I don't want these to mix. Some of them I would want to mix, but some of them I don't want to mix. Like over here with under the eyebrows and stuff, I would leave it because it's like the skin. Now I think I have a reference photo of Inosuke's face because I need to remember his eye color and everything. I don't remember. Alright, I'm gonna have to just look it up on my phone. really quick. I'm kind of sad that my stream didn't work out. I immediately had one viewer, which is really cool. But I think I know what the issue is. My brothers kind of looked at it. They do computer stuff for work, so they know what they're doing. And I'm pretty sure they have it figured out, so I'm not too concerned. Hopefully we'll get it fixed soon, and then I can stream. That'd be pretty fun. But yeah. This is my, oh yeah, this is my little PNGtuber debut too, actually. I was working on this forever ago, and it just stayed in my work in progress hell, essentially, for like the longest time. And then one day I was like, you know what, I want to actually use this, so I need to finish. And I did. I just hyper focused and finished both this one and my normal one for when I'm playing video games and don't want to show my face. Okay, so Inosuke has... Oh, he has green eyes. I thought it was blue, but they're green. And they're kind of like a pale green with like a dark green center. So we'll see if we could layer that in. Oh, I forgot. So I feel like it's still not dark enough, so I'm gonna actually darken the color. See, I like it because it looks really like actual marker, in my opinion. I don't know. Um, and then we're gonna give it a little bit of a highlight too. I wonder if it'll show. Oh, cool, it does. Um, I don't think I like that. Yeah, that's a little better, but yeah, I think I like that better. And then he has black hair with blue tips. So I don't want it like fully black, because I don't think that'll look as good. So using this brush, I will say you want to try not to lift um, the Apple pencil, because it'll layer like a real marker. So unless you want that texture to show, which sometimes I do, I need to make this a little bit smaller for this section. Wait, ah, damn it. I should have saved that size. So in case you didn't know, you could actually save sizes of the brush. I didn't know. For the longest time, I didn't know. It was crazy. I found out through like, I think it was like TikTok or Reels or something. I don't even remember. But I found out if you tap the size that you're on, this little thing pops up, and then there's a plus sign, and you tap that plus sign and it saves it. So that way you can change the size of your brush and it'll still be there. Like you could go back to it. That's so useful, honestly. So I was happy to find that out. I'm sorry if you guys already knew that, but it literally took me years to find that out. I just stumbled upon it from a freaking video. Crazy. Like, I would have just gone... I should have made the brush bigger here. I would have gone a long time without knowing, had it not been for that video. I kind of like this size, so I'm gonna save that size. It's a nice size. I'll go back and erase where I went over those lines, because he is topless in this comic. So for continuity, that's gotta be skin colored. I forgot. And we don't want that to layer over because it's a really light color, so. Alright, I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller and then go over. Actually, I should be on this side, right? I feel like that might be a little bit too dark. Maybe all of it needs to be this shade. I don't know. Oh, you know what I forgot? The blue tips. So I'll leave that part a little bit light and then I'll blend it in with the blue. So that actually works out. Kind of gives it a natural shape for it to fade into. And then this is still black. So for this, I'm just kind of lifting it up a lot just to give it a more blended effect. But I think I'm just gonna cheat a little bit and use the blending tool. And I'm gonna use... I usually try to use the same brush for when you're blending. Just because it usually does a good job at keeping the texture. So it's usually best, but this doesn't look like it did. But it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh god, I don't like it. We're just gonna undo all of that because I don't like how that looks up close. I'm gonna try actually blending it with maybe olive brush. That's a nice textured one. Yeah, I like how that's looking better. Up close at least, it looks better. It still keeps a little bit of a painterly... Okay. And then I think I kind of want to go over the black again just to make it a little bit darker because I don't think it's as dark as I want it to be. And I did lift up the pen, but let's see how that looks zoomed out. Does it look weird? It looks a little weird, so I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna make the brush back to that big size just to make it a little bit easier because I don't want to do that all like that. Okay, and here we could just move it back down just because it is a smaller section. And I think it might be worthwhile to just kind of go over that. Yeah, I like how that looks. Cool. Looks a lot better in my opinion. Go back to that skin color I used. Back to that big size brush. He looks a little naked. I mean, I guess technically he is. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to erase. Okay. Alright, and then the mask on his head is like a warm gray, right? So we'll get this a really big sized brush. Is it a warm gray? Before I color this in, I should look it up, shouldn't I? But I feel like it was. Hold on. I'm so close. I'm already like halfway. So I think I'll just color this in really quick and then I'll just double check. But I'm pretty sure this is a nice color. I probably should have erased in there anyway. Ugh. But I love the texture it has right now too. I'm kind of mad. Okay. Yeah, this is a perfect color actually. Okay. I guess I'll try to like erase this and then go over it. Hopefully it won't look so bad. I'm gonna try to blend that in so it doesn't look super weird. So just know you could always experiment different techniques to see if you could fix certain areas. Cause I just did, and I think that kind of worked out. Looks pretty good, I think. So I was looking at the reference photo here. Let's see. It looks like the eyes of the boar head are different than what I imagined. And also the tips of the ears here are a little bit pink, so I'm gonna do that really quick. Actually I'm gonna do that with the bigger size brush. Whoops, that's too big. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then, actually I'm gonna redo that with a lighter opacity. Because I don't want it to stick out so much. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and so the eyes here, it looks like... It almost looks like the pupils are like a dark, um, a dark brown. I don't know if it's just a reference photo I'm looking at. I might have to look at that again. But it looks like almost all of them have like a dark brown. And then it's like a... kind of like the eyes, a light blue to a light blue to a dark blue, so... let's get a light blue. Just do a little bit like that, and then more like a deep blue over. Okay. And then I want this to be really light. Okay, and then let's see. I'm gonna try to blend it a little bit. Oh no, I don't like that. Alright, so now we're gonna do the same colors on this side. Thankfully, with the update, Procreate saves most of the colors in the history. So we'll try to work with the guess I'll start coloring with the nose. Oops. So I'm gonna try to work with the colors backwards before they disappear, I guess. I forgot to change this brush small. Oops. Okay. Then I use this color. Okay, let's put this in the middle. I'm not gonna worry about blending that one yet. Okay, and then I did the nose. Okay. And then I guess skin tone, because we have that saved, the saved color. So many anime characters unfortunately have the same skin tone as this color. So I just save it because of all the fan art I do. That says pants, okay. So I think this part of, like, the furry part is brown, right? Except for the one around his feet is, it's like the same color as his pants. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the reference now. So it's like a light tan. I would say, okay, this range. It's a little bit on the orangey brown. Okay, I think this is a good, yeah. So this one, I'm gonna be a little bit rough with it because it's supposed to be like fur or whatever. So I guess to give it more like a, I wouldn't say furry because it's not gonna look furry, but just giving it more texture to give it more depth, I guess. So you can have some light and some dark. Cool. And then his pants are like a dark blue. I'm not gonna keep that blue. I'm gonna make it a little bit paler. And then same story here. This one I can just kind of dot it because it's small. Oh, I forgot to erase that. Oops. I'll have to do that later. Okay. And then I'm gonna go over this just to make it darker. The tusk. I did not include a tusk here, but whatever. So I think for this, what would be easier to color the background first? I still want some of that texture, but maybe we could do, what does this look like? Just for, okay, yeah, I think I'll use this for the background. So I'm gonna just do another layer just to do underneath this to make it easier on me. I'm gonna leave what's underneath Inosuke white to just maintain that texture because otherwise it's gonna blend with the color underneath. And then for the background, I don't know what I want to do. I guess I could do like an off-white. I want it a little bit on the warmer side. Yeah, that's a good color, actually. So you see how it's blending a little bit underneath? Sometimes you want that kind of effect, other times you don't, and I totally forgot to color the kunai knife. Yeah, this is one of those things where I don't necessarily want it. So I'll just go back and erase it, pretty much. And then I am gonna color the background here too. There's an easy way to do it, and I'll show you how. Hold on, let me just finish erasing out here. Okay. So an easy way to color this background behind the panel, I'm gonna go to the layer, I'm gonna set it as a reference, and then I'm gonna give it, I want to give it a light pale blue, I think. I'm just gonna do that. There you go. So it is the line art of these two square panels as the reference point. And that way it just colored as if I was coloring that layer. It's really nifty. Now I'm gonna erase in here. So I want this to be like paper, right? But like old paper, so like, I'm kind of mad I did that. I'm kind of mad I did that. Okay, anyway. I want it to be like old paper. So like I'll probably give it like a off-white or whatever. Now the door, I'll probably want to do like a more wood color. And then the floor. But then the floor I would want it wood color too. So that's an issue. We don't want brown on brown like that because it won't look too good. It'll blend too much into each other. So let me focus on coloring the paper here. I want it to look like old paper. This one I kind of want to have a little bit more texture, so let me see if I have a good brush for that. I want to say... What is the brush? Let's see if the watercolor ink will give it a nice layered texture. I'm not seeing... I'm not seeing a texture I want, so let me go back. Maybe... Ooh, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god. Sorry. I got stuck in a thought loop for a second. What does this one look like? No, I don't like that. Not for that, at least. It's a nice, texture though. I gotta think about that. That's what we were just using, wasn't it? Oh, what about hearts? Oh, no, it's not either. Okay. Maybe what I'm thinking of is the Copic marker. You know what? Maybe I'll layer it with another brush on top. Maybe that will give me the exact texture I want. But this is, I think, more what I was thinking of. But yes, I want to layer it maybe with, maybe with Eagle Hawk. Let's see. No. We're just gonna leave it. No, I just realized that's supposed to be the color of the door, not the wall. Oh my god. So I kind of messed up here. That's kind of funny. Problem solved. So I gotta think about what color I want to do the door and what color I want to do the floor. So the floor I definitely want wood, so I don't think I want to change that up. So let's look for a nice woody color. I think that's a nice woody color. And then we could just do stripes and it will look like wood panels. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it just for the concept of it, you know? Nice. Okay. Cool. Just go back and erase. You see how it like peeks out underneath? That's what I don't want. But this is a lot of progress, I think. I think that looks really good too. And then I gotta figure out what color I'm gonna do the door. You know what, actually? What if I left it like... What if I left it... Oops, that is not the brush I want. I left it white and I just did like a wood paneling type of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think I like that actually. Alright, you know what? Let me just try to figure this out. What if I did like a blue frame? That... Okay. And I'm just gonna erase this to make it a little bit more straight. Then I'm gonna color in these kunais. You know what? I'm gonna end up finishing it. Well, not finishing it, but at least getting it in all the colors. Because I do want to add a little bit more detail. Like shading and highlights. Not a lot, just some basic shadings, some basic highlights here and there just to give it a little bit more depth. Because although it has a lot of texture, it's still a little bit flat. Um, it looks a little too, I don't know, not what I want, if that makes sense. Oh. Oh no. Okay. I don't know what color I want to do the door. Like, I could just keep it white. But I feel like it doesn't, look like it should. Maybe I'll do like a nice green. Yeah, I think that looks good, but I'm gonna make the brush tip a little bit bigger. That's taking me too long for my taste. No. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that color. Um, Damn, I don't think I could get that color again. Can I? Did I do this color? Did this work? No, that's too dark. Must have been like a little bit lighter, maybe? Yeah, that looks about right. Nice. Okay, I think that actually complements a lot of the colors here. Looking at it far away looks nice. The textures look good. I might do a little bit more brown down here. Oops. That is not the right brown, is it? Too bad the color went away. I want to say it was like kind of close to this. Good enough. It's just to make this white part go away. Okay. I don't want too much white. Hmm. I'm gonna stop here because I've already been recording for about an hour and I need to edit this before it gets any longer. And then I'll just continue another time. But yeah, thanks for chilling with me so far. Thanks for chilling with me, and I hope you enjoyed watching me color this in. Hope I was able to show you a couple of cool tips that maybe you didn't know, because I know it took me forever to figure that out, so you just know you're not alone, because if you learn something, not everyone knows all of that stuff. Don't feel too bad. But yeah, like I said, I still want to do some shading and some highlights here and there. Not too much because this is type of like, I want it to look like a marker, more like a actual drawing, you know? I really want to keep the textures. Not that you can't do that stuff in traditional work, because you definitely can, but it's gonna be like, you know, the highlights are gonna be done with like a color pencil type brush, and shading with the markers still, but it'll look like marker shading, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you enjoyed hanging out with me, if I should do more of these. And I guess I'll see you in part 2. Bye!